Ever wonder what makes someone, magnetic? Is it just something you're born with, or is it a code that you can actually crack? Well, today we're unlocking the charisma code. We're going to explore the science-backed habits of truly attractive people. Let's get right into it. Yeah, I bet you can picture someone right now. That person who walks into a room and boom, without saying a word, there's just this pull, this incredible energy. We call it charisma, and honestly, it can feel like a superpower. So the big question is, are you just born with it? Or is it something you can actually build? Well, guess what? Decades of psychology research tell us it's not some secret power. Not at all. It's not about having perfect looks or being the life of the party. It's actually a set of learnable, repeatable habits. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. We're going to break down that code together. All right, so first up, the foundation. It's all about projecting inner confidence. And you might be asking, why start there? Well, it's simple. You start communicating way, way before you ever open your mouth. And it all kicks off with your body language. I mean, look at the difference. A closed posture, arms crossed, shoulders slumped, it just screams insecurity, or maybe even that you're just not interested. But an open posture, shoulders back, chest open, that's like an open door. It invites people in and signals confidence. It's literally the very first message you're sending out. And here's the craziest part. This isn't just about how other people see you. It's about how you feel about yourself. Seriously. Research, like the famous work by Amy Cuddy, shows that just holding an open power pose for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes, can boost your own feelings of confidence by up to 80%. We're talking about a literal change to your body chemistry. It's wild. Okay, so besides your posture, another huge nonverbal signal is, you guessed it, your clothing. And listen, this has nothing to do with expensive brands or high fashion. It's all about intention. When you dress with care, you're sending a message that you value yourself and you respect the people and the situation you're in. You can even get super strategic with this by using the psychology of color. I mean, check this out. Different colors carry real psychological weight. So you might wear blue to an interview to signal trust and calm, or maybe red for a big presentation to project power and energy. It's all about thinking, what message do I want to send before I even speak? But, the true bedrock of confidence? It's something way more basic. It's sleep. Honestly, one of the biggest, most overlooked charisma killers is just being exhausted all the time. And the effects are so visible, right? The dark circles, the pale skin. It's just really, really hard to project energy and confidence when your tank is on empty. It all comes back to self-care. Okay, so you've built that solid inner foundation of confidence. Now what? How do you actually project that outward and connect with people? Well, that brings us right to our next part, the art of connection. All right, the single most powerful tool in your entire toolbox for connection is active listening. Let's be real, most of us in a conversation are just waiting for our turn to talk. But true active listening, that's about actually hearing the complete message. It's about giving someone the rare, incredible gift of your full, undivided attention. So, how do you actually practice this? Well, it boils down to 3 pretty simple steps. Step 1, just let them finish. Resist that urge to jump in. I know it's the hardest part for most of us. Step 2, ask real follow-up questions. Show them you're genuinely curious. And 3, paraphrase. Say something like, so what I think I'm hearing is, this one little thing makes people feel so heard and so validated. Okay, here's another simple but incredibly powerful tool. You've probably heard this quote from Dale Carnegie. A person's name is to that person the sweetest, most important sound in any language. And it is so true. Using someone's name is this powerful signal of respect. It basically says, I see you. You matter. It's such a small detail, but it has a huge, huge impact. Now, this next one is a bit counterintuitive, so listen up. We often think that talking fast makes us sound smart and energetic, right? But the research shows it's often perceived as, anxious. The real power move, slowing down, speaking deliberately, using pauses. That is what signals confidence and gives your words so much more weight. And finally, just laugh. But I'm not talking about a polite, forced little chuckle. I mean a real, genuine, unguarded laugh. It literally releases endorphins, melts away stress, and creates this instant, powerful social bond. Never, ever underestimate its power. Okay. So you've built your confident foundation. You're making real connections. But how do you make sure you're, unforgettable. That's what our final section is all about, leaving a lasting trace. Now, here's a fascinating little psychological quirk. On one hand, we tend to like people we're familiar with. That's called the mere exposure effect. But, and here's the paradox, a little bit of scarcity can actually increase your perceived value. Think about it. People who have their own full, passionate lives are just naturally more compelling. When you're not available 24/7, the time people do spend with you feels that much more valuable. Look, every single interaction you have is a choice. You're either building trust or you're tearing it down. Simple things like being kind to a waiter or admitting when you messed up, that builds a bridge. But stuff like gossiping, that's a wrecking ball. Because let's be honest, if you gossip with me, I know you'll gossip about me. And you know what all of this really leads to? The one master habit. The big secret of truly unforgettable, charismatic people isn't making others feel good about them. It's making other people feel good about themselves. When you walk away from a conversation with them, you feel seen, you feel funnier, you feel smarter. That's a feeling that people will never, ever forget. All right, so we've broken down the entire code, from the inner foundation all the way to leaving a lasting impression. But look, knowledge is great, but it's pretty useless without action. So let's talk about how to actually put this into practice every single day. Here it is, a simple, 5-minute daily charisma workout you can start literally today. 2 minutes doing a power pose to prime your mind. In one conversation, just ask one more follow-up question. Give one person a specific, genuine compliment. Intentionally use someone's name, and take 30 seconds to practice a real, warm smile. That's it. These habits seem so small, I know, but when you do them consistently, the results are absolutely profound. So if you take away just one thing, let it be this. Real charisma isn't about trying to be the most interesting person in the room. It's about being the most interested person in the room. It's about taking that big, bright spotlight and turning it away from yourself and shining it fully on someone else. So the real question isn't just, how can I be more attractive? The real question is, who are you going to make feel truly seen today?